So, you have talked about puck management all year long. In the first two periods, that seemed to be kind of an issue. What did you say during the second intermission to kind of turn that around for the guys?
Yeah, I just thought we were playing a little bit slow tonight. Whether it was a little bit of execution or not always making a quick play with the puck or just not being predictable, and it kind of led to us just kind of getting bogged down. We didn't really get to a flow. I liked our effort. I liked our jam. I thought we wanted to do things, but we just didn't give ourselves the opportunity to with some of the execution and just, again, playing a little slower than we're used to.
And then it was the hour, like playing an hour ahead, just kind of throw you guys off a little bit, do you think? Or
No, I don't think there's any excuses that way. I think early on, they throw some pucks to the net that hit sticks and find a way home. If there's one part of the first period that I'm most disappointed about, it's the 5-on-3. We get a 5-on-3 for a full 2 minutes, and we really don't generate quality chances like we should, and a chance and an opportunity where our power play can grab back some life. Again, I liked a lot of our effort. They're just finding ways for pucks to go in, and try and change the goalies to get a little bit of a spark going. But I thought the power play there in a key moment kind of let the group down a little bit.
I noticed you've been going with Kyle Kaiser a little bit more lately. I know you said that was either a couple weeks ago you were trying to give Posh a little bit more rest because he's beyond his normal, what he's used to with the college season and everything. But this is only his second bad start of the year. How do you feel like Kaiser's been performing all year?
Well, he's had a really good season. I try not to make my judgments too quickly on one game or one occurrence. But these games are really important. We're still trying to compete for first, trying to get that bye. And at home ice, you'd like to get one or two stops there, but some of them are, the fourth one hits two guys and goes in, the first one goes off a stick. So there's some things that, we're out of his control. We'll reevaluate like we do everything and see who gives us the best chance to win the next one.
And then Sean Behrens has just been phenomenal for the last few games, specifically like last 3 or 4 games. What are your thoughts on Sean Behrens and his just uphill climb on his performance?
Yeah, it looks like to me he's leveled up. And I mean that by the last 5 games in particular where we've had some key bodies out, some guys that play some big minutes, you get an opportunity. And that's what this league's about. Opportunities come, and I feel like he's made the most of it. And it's not just these scoring goals. He's made some plays offensively, but with the physical play. The physical play that I think is going to translate, for him at the next level, but ultimately in the most important times of the year down the stretch. So, everybody's development isn't linear. It wasn't always just on the up and up for him, but he seems to have unlocked something here recently in his game that's allowing him to get to the next level.
And like you said, he's just leveled up his physical play, but he's one of your smaller players. I 5'7", 5'8", or something like that, and he just seems to be not being pushed around at all.
Yeah, and he's dragging players into the fight with him because of that, right? So he's small, but he's competitive, and that's always been his best attribute. Like when you talk to the scouts about what makes Bear special, it's his competitive drive. And now that we're in this playoffs drive and the last most important games of the year, he's showing up. And for me, that's the most important thing as a coach, is that at the most important times of the year, most important games, that you guys show up.
And then now that you've gotten a chance to actually see Gustav Sternberg, did I say it right?
I think you got it.
Now that you've gotten a chance to see him perform in a game situation, what are your thoughts on him?
Well, I think it happened fast. He's been in Colorado, I believe, 36 hours, and he gets thrown into a game. The transition from where he was playing to where he is now and the time of the season, it's not going to be easy.
No.
So then the only way to get comfortable out there is to get in it. Mm-hmm. So it was good to get him out there, good to get him in it. Obviously willing, gets into the fight, but I'm sure the pace is a bit of a jump for him, but we'll get him there.
And I'm sure the fighting strap is kind of one of those things he may have overlooked, but is that something you're going to check on next time?
Well, it's not something I'm going to check on, but a lot of lessons learned tonight for him, and that's one of them.
And what are going to be the key takeaways for the game tomorrow morning? Well, not morning, but for the video video conference tomorrow with you guys.
Yeah, we'll have to go through it and see if there's some themes. Again, I think predictability, a little bit of pace through the neutral zone is things we can work on. But we'd love to get off to a better start, of course. But we'll look at what plagued us. I'm sure we'll go over some power play, some special team stuff that'll help us too. But we're not far off.
And last thing is, I've heard Ammo's made some progress, I guess you could say, with his jaw situation.
Yeah, I still have to talk to Strex and the medical here about whether or not and what his situation is. So we'll get those reports tonight or tomorrow morning. We'll also go from there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for him, but I appreciate it.